We are back with a recap of the Cavaliers getting a win over the Charlotte Hornets at home by the skin of their teeth. Final score being 132 to 122 in double overtime. Lamar Stevens got the start tonight, well, last night actually, and Karis LeVert came off the bench. And one of the things that you immediately notice about the lineup is that Jarrett Allen made his return. He came back, and immediately the first points the Cavs score were him getting a slam dunk, so that's nice to see. In the first quarter, the offense for the Cavs started in the paint. Both Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley doing a lot of damage on both ends of the floor, really. Mitchell and Garland also having nice shooting galleries in the first quarter. The defense was pretty good. Hornets also just not shooting very well in the first quarter as well. Turns out not constantly being late to contesting on the perimeter turns out to be a good thing. Early in the second quarter, the Hornets would show some pushback. Kelly Oubre Jr. really started to get going in this quarter. However, a late push by the Cavaliers would give them a 12-point lead going into the half. And the early third quarter, I thought was really good for the Cavaliers. You saw Jarrett Allen putting Mason Plumlee on a poster again. That's always funny to see. The refs did miss Donovan Mitchell holding the net on a Kelly Oubre dunk attempt, which was kind of funny where like Kelly Oubre, he has a solid complaint, and Donovan Mitchell did do it. However, that is on the ref to catch that and to see that. Oubre letting the ref know after he made a three, and he got a technical foul for it. And then Kelly Oubre Jr. committing a flagrant one foul on Donovan Mitchell. He bit into the pump fake and kind of got him on the face there. So Kelly Oubre Jr. and the officiating and the whistle not necessarily going his way. The Hornets would pull to within 4 points within 3:30 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. So the Hornets weren't going away or anything. But then the Cavs go on a Jarrett Allen-led 7-0 run. Third quarter being a bit up and down for the Cavs. Again, the Hornets grabbing momentum at some points in the quarter. Sometimes it was more of a game that the Cavs were in control of. But the Cavs do enter the fourth quarter with the same 12-point lead they had at halftime. So hopefully you figure they would be able to build off of that and hopefully have a nice fourth quarter. Into the fourth quarter, Karis LeVert's cold streak would continue. Ever since he dropped that 41-point game, I think, against the Celtics, it just hasn't been the same since. He's been on a cold streak ever since. He's been definitely on a slump, and it's been kind of up and down with him his entire time in Cleveland so far. It hasn't been too long, but so far it's been kind of hot and cold. Hopefully Karis LeVert finds himself soon, because with Dean Wade out, he probably is the ideal starter at that 3 position, but as he's playing right now, you can't really justify him getting starter minutes. So I think Bickerstaff was justified in his decision to have him come off the bench, and I think he handled his minutes pretty well, especially considering what Karis LeVert was giving him. Hornets were gaining momentum with about 6 minutes left, although at that point in the game they weren't too close to tying this or taking the lead or anything, but they were building up ahead of steam. And then with less than 4 minutes left, the Cavs would only be up 5. The Charlotte Hornets on a 13-2 run. However, the Cavs would build the lead back up to 10 with 52.4 seconds left. How do you mess that up? But then the Hornets get a 3, and then a bad turnover on the inbounds pass leads to another Charlotte Hornets 3-pointer for basically 6 points. The lead is back down to 4. The Hornets shooting pretty well to get to within 3. There's a jump ball with 3.8 seconds left. The Hornets get that jump ball, call timeout with 2.8. Terry Rozier tying it with a corner 3. Him and Kelly Oubre having really good games for the Hornets. They were crucial in their comeback effort. And the Cavs blowing a 16-point fourth quarter lead is not good. However, at this point in the state that the Cavs are in, it's just kind of get a win however you can get one. In the first overtime, the Hornets continuing to shoot well, building a 3-point lead and maintaining it. And then a Garland-Rozier 3-point shooting battle, essentially. Mitchell would miss a 3, but then Evan Mobley with an offensive rebound, kicking it to a wide-open Darius Garland to tie it with 13.1 seconds left. The Hornets would miss the buzzer beater in that overtime, so we head to double overtime. It's starting out not too great for the Cavaliers. Kelly Oubre getting a steal and score on a dunk, but then Donovan Mitchell gets an and one to give the Cavs the lead. The Cavs would not allow another point for the Hornets. They would build that lead to 10. I do think some notable plays in that second overtime was Karis LeVert with a nice hustle play on defense to force a turnover. Evan Mobley getting an offensive rebound and a dunk, I believe, put them up either 5 or 7, but at that point it was that play in and of itself pretty much iced the game, and the Cavs would get that win in double overtime. Maybe under more normal circumstances, I might be a little bit concerned that they did have that big fourth quarter lead that they weren't able to hold on to. Again, that seems to be a theme that you hoped would have stayed in last season, but it seems to have been creeping its head up and popping up this season as well, even with a new lineup and a new look and everything. So hopefully that hopefully that doesn't continue to happen. But at this point, the Cavs were on a 5-game losing streak. You kind of have to beat anybody by any means necessary. And at the end of the day, they don't ask how on the record. They just ask if you win or lost. And the Cavs did end up with a win. So hopefully they can take this momentum and build on it. And hopefully they don't have to go in double overtime against bad teams anymore to get wins. Hopefully this does build some confidence moving forward. So thank you all for watching. If you made it this far, please feel free to leave a like and to subscribe if you enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more like it. Let me know if you have something to say about this game down in the comments below. And I will see you at the next one.